as smoke swirls in the Calgary foothills. The clarity these two playoff star franchises are searching for could lay in their big-name offseason acquisitions. As we welcome you to McMahon Stadium, it was lonely days at the end of last season as they won their last game, and they're hoping to start with a victory here at home, celebrating 80 years of Stamps football as they'll return the opening kick across the 20, out to the 25. Despite Damian Alford being out, the #1 overall pick in the 2025 CFL draft, plenty of catch radius all around VA as he looks to throw on first down immediately. Rips this one out. Who else? Reggie Beggleton. And the Beggle Man is back in business here as he extends his catch streak. These teams played in week 1 last season as well, right here at McMahon, as Vernon looks downfield, tries to step out of the pocket, looks downfield, wide open at the Hamilton 50, now 45, and rolling his way inside the 40. It's the first catch of the season for Clark Barnes. The Calgary Stampeders, bit of an awkward, clunky play there, but it does go against the Calgary Stampeders, so Vernon back to work, finds Reggie Beggleton inside the 20 and drives the feed all the way down to the 13-yard line. His third catch already in the opening drive of the ballgame.
New receivers, notably Dominique Grimes, to the mix. You're not sure how the chemistry is going to be.
Emptied out, go with a quick screen here. Clark Barnes trying to get to the outside, run away from the defensive line, rolls his way down inside the 5. And Vernon now 5 for 5. Stamps' first-round pick this year, Chris Fortin, is in the game as an extra offensive lineman. They go heavy, they'll hand it off. Dietrich Mills, bully ball into the end zone. And Calgary begins the Vernon Adams Jr. era with a touchdown.
A tremendous start here for the Calgary Stampeders offense. Looking potent, slinging the ball around the field and getting it done on the ground.
Two-time Grey Cup champion with the Stamps will begin through the air, looks inside out, flips this one down underneath, and why not? Tiger Cats in their preseason, little hurry up and wait, get to the line as they fake the pitch. Bo works the pocket, looks to his left, flips it down the field, up in the air, and there is a flag down behind the play. And I think there was late contact on Bo Levi Mitchell as the pass rush, a little bit too excited trying to get to the old Stampeder.
Rough the passer, Calgary, number 12. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Of Kenny Lawler, what mismatches can they create? Bo will look to the field, flips it over the top. Brendan O'Leary Orange makes the grab, gets a decent chunk back, but it'll set them up with what looks like 3rd and about 3. Mark Leggio, 89.6% last year, #2 all-time in Hamilton franchise history, behind only Seth Small, who was 90% in 2022, and Leggio begins the year on points, so 33 for 3.
I would say not just statistically, what Adams did is there's a handoff again to Dietrich Mills, getting that running game going, but found his way in Edmonton.
Pressure on here. VA has to get it out quickly, and popped is Jalen Philpott. A different looking front here for the Tiger Cats. They'll rush 3, have a couple of quarterback spies. Now trying to give chase and get after. VA is one of those spies. And Vernon outruns him and then Superman's towards the first down marker. Looks like he came up a little bit shy of the Calgary Stampeders. Paradis up and through.
The kind of big target that Bo Levi Mitchell likes.
Bo shifts to the right, checks it down. Greg Bell gets his hands on the rock, out to the 50. And that's right up next to the first down marker. Looks like it should be good enough, and it is on 1st and 10. With 2:20 remaining in this first quarter. Looks to the backside, and a big back-breaking move that time from Tim White. A lot of movement across the league. I'm not sure there's any unit that has more movement than this Calgary defense as Bo stares it down, now rips it out to the sideline. And it is Greg Bell just hanging out. Lucky to have Doug hang out with us here for a couple of minutes as we get a chance to watch Hamilton knock some more points on the board as Bo Levi Mitchell leads a drive down the field. That one's good from 25 yards out.
Fan base was huge, and people still remember moments from whether it went and talked to a school and the kids were meeting you or whatnot. Hamilton will go a 2 or 3 man rush. Vernon, hold on to the ball, move around. Here's a strong side blitz. Got to get rid of it.
It's popped by Kyle Wilson over the middle, and Stavros Katsantonis has the rock in his hands out to the 40. So Hamilton gets a turnover.
Doug saw it, Vernon Adams saw it. He knows he's got to get the ball out quickly. He's anticipating an adjustment from his receiver to take the middle there. Ball is thrown a little short.
With the wind at his back, as Doug Flutie accurately described. Will hand it off, and Diedrich Mills sprints across midfield, runs through a tackler, and finally Stavros Katsantonis gets just enough to bring him down. Excited to play his pro ball here as well, as Hamilton sends the blitz. VA gets his arm hit, it's up for grabs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Tiger Cats. Jonathan Moxey cuts across the 40, and finally rolls down at the 45. So 2 first-half interceptions for Vernon Adams Jr.
Perhaps a lack of recognition or failure to communicate on that Calgary offensive line, with Katsantonis coming on the interior. You want to squeeze, you want to block the inside gaps, block the shortest line to the quarterback.
How can I get to the very top? And then he said, I don't think I'm getting there. So it's time to focus on other things. Wants to win a Grey Cup here with the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Is underneath. Keandre Smith makes the grab. It goes for another first down. As Toronto up against these Stampeders next week in week 2 action. But plenty of football before we get there, as they go with a little end around to the speedster Tim White. Anti-Litre out front gets a good block, and a nice job by Shamar Bridges downfield as well. And now a flag for a late hit out of bounds. And so Hamilton will get even more yardage. Send this one away from 37 yards. Hacks it high into what is now a howling wind at that end of the stadium. You're just hoping that there's a big gust of wind. We ended the season last year with a big gust of wind in the regular season. Oh, and now Constantino's going to go for a little jog out to his left, and he won't get to the first down marker. And the special teams unit delivers for the Calgary Stampeders. Vernon, a great opportunity here to punctuate what's been at times a struggle in this first half with a couple of turnovers. That's a good start. Tevin Jones, they whistled it in quickly, so VA had to get to the line. Pressure on. He throws to the blitz. Reggie Beggleton, 10, cuts back at the 5, and he's stacked up. But the clock will stop as they set the chains here. Digging in, seeing if they can find a stop somehow here at the end of the first half. Mills gets the football and has his second touchdown of the ball game.
Get behind the left side of this offensive line. They load things up, double on the nose. Good patience there from Diedrich Mills. So often in those goal line situations, you feel this urgency to just try and pound it in there. But he allowed the blocking scheme to develop in front of him.
They began the year super slow. They want to get off to a hotter start this year. Well, that's going to happen right now in this second half, as this kick bounces up in the air. It's up for grabs. Calgary makes contact first. It's rolling along the ground, and it's on the ground. 3 different Stampeders are on top. And Hamilton wanted the football and the wind, and they got nothing. With Keelan Thomas from the Okanagan Sun coming up with the football.
Johnny Augustine, the returner on that side, lets it bounce. Short kick that hung up in the wind, that there is an opportunity as well for players in the upper rows of the return team to maybe play the football. Just heads up special teams play from the Calgary Stampeders.
Anthony Federico fought through as well, and then recovered by Keelan Thomas. And now looking for his 3rd major of the day is Diedrich Mills.
Special teams, a massive story right now.
PJ Walker, the talented pivot out of Temple, goes to the left-hand side. Flags come up. Touchdown Stampeders.
The Calgary Stampeders add to their lead. Back-to-back touchdowns created by big plays on special teams for the home squad.
Early in the second quarter, as Hamilton comes to the secondary blitz again, they can't pick it up, but they screen right into it. And Mills has got an opportunity. If he gets a couple of blocks, they pick up the first down. And a nice play call that time.
High-level guy. They anticipate him playing some at that nickel spot, but Dozier, an experienced guy.
Blitz comes free again from Talbert. They miss, and up the field now it's Tevin Jones, and VA's legs. Shadows getting longer here at McMahon Stadium. Just a 3-man rush, multiple spies though, as Vernon now is going to take off, and the spies can't catch him. And on 2nd and 15, VA goes for a jog to the first down marker.
Love them, need them, just say it, separate list.
We'll call it the Louis list. How about that? There it is.
Both in Montreal and, of course, during his time as a Calgary Stampeder.
Good to see them coming back and having fun here in Calgary. carries. Now VA over the top. It's completed. Clark Barnes running away from Jamal Peters. And down to the 5-yard line goes the former Guelph Griffin. A 65-yard bomb with VA evading the rush again. Ferdinand Jr. after the 65-yard completion to Clark Barnes. Hands it off. And into the end zone. It's Dedrick Mills once again. He's got 3, and number 3 approves. Vernon Adams Jr. watching on as the running game dominates.
Third of the day. Watch the offensive line go to work here.
Wow. A couple of big splashy plays as Vernon Adams Jr. broke the pocket. And scramble rules were on. Isaiah Wooden turns this across the 20 to the 25, and all of a sudden, Isaiah Wooden is going to get a major for Hamilton. 105 yards to the house. And the Ticats have some life.
And that one just kind of came out of nowhere for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Isaiah Wooden runs into the pack, takes a hit, and somehow comes out the other side, and he's behind everybody. There was no second wave. Didn't seem to be any kind of safety over the top. They're not giving them a short field. Don't make the comeback easy.
Comes the secondary blitz again, and it's the worst possible situation. Safety as Kendricks flies in and makes the play. Last year, week 1 in the season opener, I was saying Shamar Bridges, 11 targets, 7 catches. Just had his first, but Keandre Smith getting into the act here as well, crosses midfield. Mitchell, deep drop, pocket collapsing, flips it out to his left. Flag comes up in the secondary while Keandre Smith rips his way up to the 40-yard line. Body memory maybe for being here at McMahon. As he steps up and looks downfield again, now Bo's going to go for a run. Slides his way down inside the 30. Andre Smith crosses the formation. And Mitchell looks left. Kenny Lawler catches it at the 5. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown Tiger Cats. And Lawler's first in black and gold comes on the road with the old Stamps quarterback on the other end.
Thought he might look to Keandre Smith and the flat to the right, but that was almost a bit of misdirection, pulling attention that way with Smith with the pre-snap motion.
As all the training camp work on special teams gets put into practice against a different color uniform. It's high in the air. Leggio hangs it. Collision, but it's brought down by Tevin Jones, and now a flag as it looks like Shamar Bridges might have got a hand up high.
Face mask, Hamilton, number 89. 15-yard penalty, first down.
See, Tevin Jones is the guy they're trying to protect. Kenny Lawler looked like he got a shot in there off the edge, but wasn't able to jar the ball loose.
Tonight a long of 42, and this one will come from inside of that, 38 yards away. And the Calgary Stampeders hold court at home. Vernon Adams Jr. and Bo Levi Mitchell immediately embrace each other. And Bo unable to get the victory